What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is the beginning of January and also a brand new year. So every single year at this time, I show you my entire Blu-ray collection. Now, just to keep in mind, I am doing this a little bit differently from everyone else. Instead of showing you my entire physical media collection, in this video, I am only showing you all the Blu-rays that I own. Next week, I'm going to show you all of my steelbooks. The week after that, my entire 4K collection. And then the week after that, I'm showing you every single boutique label that I own, just to make it easier on myself, because the past year of 2022, I really stocked up. And also, I was very fortunate. A lot of you out there gifted me physical media as well. So just to make everything go very smooth and not go crazy, I am dividing my collection up. And then also box sets are going to have their own separate video, because that is just becoming very overwhelming as well. So that video will probably come in February. But this video today is all about the Blu-rays, and I have a lot to show you. So let's get started. So here is where I'm going to start off with the Blu-ray collection. This is right outside of my bedroom door. My dad built me these shelves. You guys know that. It is full to the brim. And keep in mind that I have gotten rid of a lot of titles because I've upgraded to 4K. And these shelves are now completely full because I put the Christmas titles back. So these shelves are stacked. Plenty of physical media to show you. I'm going to try my best because the top shelf is high for me. It's not the easiest for me to reach. So I'm going to try my best. I have this on a different tripod, so I'm going to try my best to hold the camera and show you these titles. Okay, let's try this out. Starting off with numbers. Here we go. So we have 10 Things I Hate About You. Got 21 Bridges. 30 Days of Night. The 40-Year-Old Virgin. 42 with Chadwick. 47 Meters Down. That's a good shark movie. 47 Meters Down Uncaged. 50-50. I enjoy this movie as well. 200 Cigarettes. Such a great New Year's Eve movie. 500 Days of Summer. And then 1917. Starting off with regular movies, we have Above Suspicion. Accepted. The Accused with Jodie Foster, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, Admission, Adventureland, The Age of Adeline, live action Aladdin, Alone, if you guys can see that, there we go, Alone, Always, American Beauty, American Hustle, American Pie 4-movie collection. Should that be in the box sets? I don't know. I just left it there. American Sniper. Anaconda. Cheesy Anaconda. We've got Anchorman. The Apartment Blu-ray. Love that movie. Armageddon. A Simple Favor. A Time to Kill. August, Osage County. Austin Powers, Triple Pack. Got The Aviator. Bad Boys 1 and 2. And then, of course, Bad Boys for Life. Got Bad Moms. Bad Moms Christmas. Bad Teacher. Bad Santa. And Bad Times at the El Royale. A lot of bad times. I'm noticing lots of bad in the collection. All right, moving on. We've got Bait in 3D. Yes, I have Barb and Star. Barb and Star, go to Vista Del Mar. Got Battle of the Sexes. A Beautiful Mind. The Beguiled. The Big Sick, The Big Short, Bill and Ted Face the Music, Billy Madison, Birdman, Bird on a Wire, the birds, and Birds of Prey. Lots of birds. All right, lots of birds. Now we're getting into the black movies. Oh, this is so difficult for me to... There we go. I apologize about this angle. The top shelf is always the most difficult for me to film. That's why I like to get it done out of the way. All right, we got Black Mass, The Black Phone, Black Sheep, and Black Swan. 3-movie collection of Blade. Got Blazing Saddles, Blinded by the Light, The Blind Side. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying my best at this angle. All right, where did I leave off? Blind Side, Blood Diner. We got Blood Fest, Blue Valentine, Bodies, 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 The Bodyguard, Body Heat, Bombshell, The Bone Collector. We got Booksmart, Tales from the Crypt, Bordello of Blood, Breakfast at Tiffany's, The Breakup, almost done, Bride of Frankenstein, Bridesmaids, and Bridges of Madison County, last at the top. And then actually, at the end of that, is Brittany Runs a Marathon. I had to take this out because it was too tight and I couldn't pull the movies out. So I'm going to put that right there. That's right there. So that way I know it goes there. Okay. Shelf number 2. This is going to be easier now. Easier, hopefully. Okay. The Broken Hearts Gallery. We got Bruce Almighty, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Bull Durham. We got The Burbs. Shout out to My Killer Podcast. Her favorite movie, The Burbs. My girl Mel. A little bit of burlesque. We have Butcher, Baker, Nightmare Maker. Got some Cabaret, Liza. Caddyshack. The Call. The Call of the Wild. Cape Fear. Career Opportunities. Casablanca. Castaway. Casual Sex. Central Intelligence. Charlie Brown Christmas. Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Gotta have Charlie's Angels. Chasing Amy. Chicago. I cannot wait for the Steelbook for Chicago that's coming out in a month or two. The reboot of Child's Play. Chopping Mall. Chopping Mall was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. We got Christmas in Connecticut. Christmas with the Cranks. The Chucky series. First Clerks movie. We got a little bit of Clue. Great ensemble. Come On, Come On. Coal Miner's Daughter. Cobra Kai Season 1. Cobra Kai Season 2. We got Collateral Beauty. Coming to America. Commando. The Commuter. Con Air. Gotta have Con Air. Conviction. Copycat. Crawl. I could probably get rid of this one because I did upgrade to the 4K. Crazy Stupid Love. Got the first Creed. Creed 2. The Crush. I love this movie. Love it. Cry Baby. Curious Case of Benjamin Button. That's actually a Criterion. Daddy's Home 1 and 2 collection. We got Dallas Buyers Club. Dark Shadows. The Dead Don't Die, Deadly Friend, Dead Silence, Deck the Halls, Deep Blue Sea, Demolition Man, The Departed, Devil Wears Prada, Diner, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Disturbia, Disturbing Behavior. We got Dr. Sleep. Got some Dodgeball, Don Juan, Don't Breathe, Don't Breathe 2, Don't Tell a Soul, Don't Worry Darling, got Doubt, Dream a Little Dream, Dumbo, Easter Parade, Easy A, Edge of 17, Edward Scissorhands, Ed Wood, 8th Grade, and Empire Records. All right, I'm actually going to switch my handheld device that I'm using because I'm finding complications. So I'm going to stop for now and I'll be right back. I apologize about that. All right, we are back. I have a different handheld device. I think this is going to work much better. So we're on shelf number 3. So here we go. This is ideal. It's eye level. All right, here we go. Ernest Goes to Jail. We've got Escape Room. We've got the Clint Eastwood Essential Collection. We got E.T., Everest, Everything, Everything, Executive Decision, Expendables 1, 2, and 3. I can actually get rid of this because I upgraded to 4K. The case is all cracked, so I can get rid of that. The Exorcist, Extraction, I See You with Sly. Nice slipcover, like that one. The Eyes of Tammy Faye. We have the double pack of Face Off and Snake Eyes with my man Nick Cage. The Faculty, Fall, The Family Man, Fantastic Mr. Fox, The Farewell. We got Fargo, the Paramount Presents of Fatal Attraction, The Father. We got Fat Man, The Favorite, Fear. This one is actually being re-released with a classic VHS slipcover, but on Blu-ray. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence if I want to double dip just for a slipcover. Fences, The Fighter, Fighting with My Family, The Final Girls, 5 Feet Apart. Another Paramount Presents. We have Flashdance, Focus, For a Good Time Call, Ford v Ferrari, Forrest Gump, 4 Christmases, 4 Weddings and a Funeral. We've got Foxcatcher, Frailty, Freaky on Blu-ray. See, I do not need an upgrade to a 4K. This Blu-ray slipcover is just fine, holding up nicely. Fred Claus, Fried Green Tomatoes, The Full Monty, Funny Girl, loved watching that movie, Game Night, The Gate, another Vestron, Gemini Man. I still have not watched this since I bought it. I mean, I've seen it in theater. I know what it is, but I still haven't watched it since I purchased it on physical. How sad. The Gentleman, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, Get On Up, Get Out, Get Smart. We have the Paramount Presents of Ghost. We got Ghostbusters 2016, I believe. Answer the Call, the all-female version. Ghost in the Shell, The Gift. Such an underrated movie. This one is so good. Girl on the Train. We got Girls Trip. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Gone Girl. I apologize about the reflection. My ring light is doing that. The Good Liar. Good Will Hunting. Gorillas in the Mist. The Graduate. Got Gravity. The Great Gatsby. The Great Outdoors. Great White. Green Book. Greenland. The Gray. What a great underrated Liam Neeson movie. Loved it. The Grinch. Of course I have Halloween on regular Blu-ray. And the triple pack on Blu-ray. And Halloween 2, Rob Zombie on Blu-ray. Hall Pass. The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Hangover 1 and 2. All right, let's move on down here to where, of course, I have The Hangover Part 3. Happy Death Day. Happy Death Day to You. Happy Gilmore. Happy Time Murders. Got Hatchet. The Hateful Eight. The Heat. I love this movie. It's such a great comedy. The Heavenly Kid. Got Hellfest. The Help. One of the best female ensembles in a movie ever. So good. Her. Hereditary. He's Just Not That Into You. Hidden Figures. Hitchcock. The Holiday. We got Holiday Inn. We got Home Alone 1. And of course we got Home Alone 2, because there is no 4K. Honeymoon in Vegas. Wasn't thrilled with that one. Horrible Bosses. Horrible Bosses 2. The House. The House Bunny. We got House of Gucci. We got House on Sorority Row. All the houses. How to Be Single. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The Hunt. We got Hustlers. I Feel Pretty. The Incredible Burt Wonderstone, underrated comedy, hilarious. Ingrid Goes West. Interview with the Vampire. In the Good Old Summertime. The Invisible Man. Yes, I have a bootleg copy of The Irishman. The Island. I, Tonya. It's Complicated. Jack Frost. Gotta have Jack Frost too. Jackie. Jackie Brown. Got Jacob's Wife. Jawbreaker. Jaws 2, 3, and 4. Jennifer's Body. The Jerk. Jingle All the Way. Jojo Rabbit. You guys know how much I love this movie. I wish I got the 4K. Blu-ray of Joker. Joy. Judas and the Black Messiah. The Judge. Such a great movie. Robert Downey Jr., Robert Duvall. If you guys have not seen this movie, please watch it. It's so good. You can find it at Dollar General or possibly at Big Lots. I think I picked it up at Dollar General. It's so good. All right, I'm giving my arm a break because my arm is getting really sore. Okay, here we go. Judge Dredd. Judy with Renee. We got Juno. Ugh, these slip covers. All right, Just Mercy. Just One of the Guys. First Karate Kid. Karate Kid Part 2. Karate Kid 3, the next Karate Kid. Sorry, I'm going to have to cough for a second. You guys know I'm still sick. That's going to happen frequently. All right, Kidnap. The Kids Are All Right, Kingpin, The King of Staten Island, The King's Speech, Night and Day, Knives Out. Even though I have the steelbook, I kept the slipcover because, I don't know, I just really like it, so I kept that slip. Knocked Up, Kong Skull Island, Krampus, Lady Bird, the only Greta Gerwig movie I don't mind, Last Christmas, The Last Seduction, and A League of Their Own. All right, so that is what, the 4th row. We're getting there. 4 more rows to go. All right, let's make this happen. With Let's Make Love, Marilyn Monroe movie. Liar's Moon, Matt Dillon. Licorice Pizza, overrated. Life of the Party. There we go. Life of the Party. Ugh, these movies are tight in here. All right. The Lighthouse. I'll take The Lighthouse out just to get some room here. All right. Like Father, Like Son. Limitless. Lion King, the new one, right? Yeah, the new one that no one likes. And original Lion King that everyone loves. Little Monsters from Vestron. Little Miss Sunshine. Double pack of Little Women and Marie Antoinette. The Little Women I do not like. Lock Up with Stallone. Long Shot. Love and Monsters. The Lovebirds. Love Actually. The Lovely Bones. Love Story, Paramount Presents. Overrated. I don't know. I feel like this movie is so overrated when I watched it. I know that's like scandalous to say. Love the Coopers. Lucy. Mac and Rita. Magic Mike. Magic Mike XXL. Don't ask. Maleficent. Malignant. Mallrats. Got Manchester by the Sea, the Comedy of the Year. Mannequin. I love Mannequin. Mars Attacks. Marshall. So good. We've got The Mask. Mass. Mayhem. Mean Girls. Meatballs. Me Before You. Another underrated movie. You guys need to give it a chance. I cried 3 times during that film. Meet Me in St. Louis. The Meg. The Weird Ass Men. Men on Blu-ray. Men in Black International. Mickey's Christmas Carol. Yes. Midnight in the Switchgrass with Bruce and Megan Fox. Midsommar. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. I thought this movie was hilarious. Underrated as well. Guys, give it a chance. Minari. Another. Give it a chance. Miracle on 34th Street original. We got The Mitchells versus the Machines. Another Paramount Presents. Mommy Dearest. The Money Pit. Monster. My Girl Charlize. Monsters Ball. I'm not really sure why Halle Berry won. I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest with that. All right, Moulin Rouge. The Mountain Between Us. Moving Violations. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. This one needs a 4K because I don't think this one has a 4K. This one needs a 4K upgrade. Mrs. Doubtfire. The Mule. My Boyfriend's Back. My Cousin Vinny. Can that get a 4K upgrade? My Fair Lady. My Soul to Take. We've got Mystic Pizza. The Naked Gun Trilogy. Napoleon Dynamite. Double film collection of Vacation. Original Vacation and European. The First Neighbors movie. Never Been Kissed. The Neverending Story. We have next. This one was really good. It surprised me. Again, Nicolas Cage. New Year's Evil. That's what I watched on New Year's Eve. Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. Nick of Time with Johnny Depp. The Night Before. Nightmare Before Christmas. and The Night Stalker. Woo! All right, 3 more rows to go. We are getting through. All right, starting off from the bottom, we got Nobody, No Country for Old Men, Nocturnal Animals, Nomadland, Norbit, No Time to Die. Oh, that's a 4K. That needs to come out of there. That's a 4K. What are you doing in there? I separate out my 4Ks and Blu-rays. All right. Now You See Me, The Nutty Professor, Ocean's 8, Office Christmas Party, Office Space, The Old Guard, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, On the Rocks, 1 Hour Photo, Onward, Orange County, Orphan, and obviously Orphan First Kill, The Other Boleyn Girl, The Other Woman, The Outsiders, we got some Overboard, Oz, the Great and Powerful, Paper Towns, Parasite, Parenthood, Parents, Parker. I like that one. Wasn't bad. Patriots Day, Peanut Butter Falcon, A Perfect Murder, Perks of Being a Wallflower, Pearl, one of the movies of 2022 of the year that I loved, Pig. All right. Take this opportunity to move down just a smidge. All right, here we go. Got all the pirates. So Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, At World's End, Stranger Tides, and Dead Men Tell No Tales. The worst. Okay. Pitch Perfect 1 and 2. We've got The Pledge, Point Break, Postcards from the Edge, The Prestige, Pretty Woman, Trying to Balance Myself, Primal Fear, Princess and the Frog, Princess Bride, Prisoners, Promising Young Woman, Prom Night, The Psycho Collection, all 4 on Blu-ray, Purge Collection, and then Forever Purge, Queen and Slim, Quiet Place, Raising Arizona, Rambo Collection, and then Last Blood, Ray, The Reader, Ready or Not, Red Dawn, Red Sparrow, if I can grab it, The Reef, Reindeer Games, that's for you, Bob. Bob's Blu-rays, favorite movie. The Requiem, The Return of Swamp Thing, The Revenant, Richard Jewell, The Rich Man's Wife, Righteous Kill, Robin Hood, Men in Tights, Rocket Man, Romancing the Stone, and Romeo and Juliet. Okay. Now I'm kneeling on the floor. All right. Let's get into second from the bottom. Rosemary's Baby, Rough Night, The Runaways, Sabotage, San Andreas, The Sandlot, The Santa Claus, or Santa Claus the movie, The Santa Claus Collection, 1, 2, and 3, Say Anything, Scarface, Ghostface, Scream, 1, 2, and 3, Scream 4, we have Scream Pretty Peggy, a Betty Davis movie, Scrooged, Searching, 7. This needs a 4K as well. Can we get a 4K of 7, please? The 7-Year Itch, Shakespeare in Love, got The Shallows, Sharknado first movie, Sharktopus, Shark Week, All gifts. Shape of Water. Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes, Game of Shadows. She's Out of My League. Shop Around the Corner. Shrek. Ugh. All right, my feet were starting to hurt. Okay. Sideways. Actually, this isn't a good position either. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Okay, where'd we leave off? Sideways. Okay, we got Sing. Sing 2. Sisters. 16 Candles. Skyscraper. Sleepaway Camp. Sleeping with Other People. Snatch. Snowden. Snow White and the Huntsman. Huntsman, Winter's War. Soap Dish. So I Married an Axe Murderer. Something Borrowed. Sonic. Sorority Row. Spaceballs. We got some Space Jam. We have Spencer. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Spotlight. Spy. I love this movie. It is so funny, and I feel like no one really talks about it or mentions it. It's got Jason Statham. He was funny in there. Okay, we got The First Star Is Born with Janet Gaynor. We have the second version with Judy Garland. I haven't seen the Barbra Streisand, so that's not in here. And then the most latest with obviously Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. We got the Star Wars trilogy, original theatrical versions. I got that from a subscriber. And then Star Wars, again from a subscriber. People wanted me to see Star Wars. Steel Magnolias. The Strangers. Strangers Pray at Night. Stuber. Underrated comedy as well. No one talks about this movie, and I think it's so funny. So funny. The Suicide Squad. I love this one because of the slip. Look at King Shark. There we go. King Shark. Lenticular slip. All right. I've got Sully. Sundown. Vampire in Retreat. Superbad. Surviving Christmas. Sword in the Stone. Tag. Taken 2. Ted. Tenet. The Terminator. Here's all the Terminator stuff. Terminator 2. Another T2 because it's got a different kind of slipcover on it. Terminator Rise of the Machines. Terminator Dark Fate. Terms of Endearment. Terror Train. And Texas Chainsaw, the reboot with Jessica Biel. Okay, we are on to the last row. Bottom row. Okay, I'm sitting on the floor Indian style, just so you guys know. Okay, here we go. That Thing You Do. Tom Hanks directed, wrote it as well. Theory of Everything. There's Something About Mary. This Is 40. This Is Where I Leave You, another one of my favorite ensemble movies. Those Who Wish Me Dead. I should do a great ensemble video, like a collection of all movie ensembles that I love. Recommendations. What do you guys think? This one is Tintorera. Tiger Shark. I don't know. Was this a Kino? No. I don't know. Where did I get this from? I know I ordered it, but I forget which studio I ordered it from. Titanic. We got Till Death with Megan Fox. Tomb Raider. Tower Heist. Trading Places. Training Day. That's getting a 4K very soon. Trainwreck. Transporter with my man. True Lies Blu-ray. Oh yeah, honey. How do I have a True Lies Blu-ray? From stinkytuna.com when I could still get in there. So I'm one of the rare people that has a True Lies Blu-ray. Tully. We have all of the Twilight movies with the Walmart little covers that they were like $5 a piece at the time. Part 1, Breaking Dawn. Breaking Dawn Part 2. We got Twista. One of 3 Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent that I own. 3, because I'm crazy. Uncle Buck. Unfaithful. Urban Legend. Us. USS Indianapolis with Cage. Usual Suspects. See, I can get rid of this because I have an upgrade, so I can toss that out. All right. Untamed Heart. Oh my god, this movie makes me cry every single time. If you have not seen it, you need to. John Carpenter's Vampires. Vampire's Kiss. Vengeance. Vice. Victor Victoria. Waiting. Walk the Line, one of the best biopics ever. All right, trying to move over. Okay. Wall Street double pack of the original and Money Never Sleeps. Wanted. Can we get a 4K of this? Does this have a 4K? It needs one. War Dogs. Watcher in the Woods. Waves. The Way Back. The Weatherman. Wedding Singer, triple pack of like all Drew Barrymore movies. So Wedding Singer, Going the Distance, and Music and Lyrics. When it's like a double or a triple pack, I usually just go by the first movie and like that letter, and that's what I use, because otherwise, how would I do it? You know, what would be the system? Weekend at Bernie's, Welcome to Marwen, We Own the Night. This one is a great movie, underrated, no one talks about. West Side Story. Wet Hot American Summer. Wasn't really thrilled with that one. Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. What Lies Beneath. Leo's best performance. What's Eating Gilbert Grape. I love him in this movie. When a Stranger Calls. When Harry Met Sally. This is getting a 4K upgrade. White Boy Rick. Widows. The Wife. Oh, the one that got away. Glenn Close, right? The Oscar that got away from you. Willy's Wonderland. Wind River. Wine Country. This is also from Netflix and a purchase from Stinky Tuna. Winter's Bone. The Wolfman. World War Z. The Wraith. Here's my Wrath of Man. This is getting a 4K upgrade in 2 weeks, I believe. But you know what? I think I'm just going to stick with my Blu-ray. I think I'm just going to stick with the blue. There we go. The Wrestler. We've got X. Year Without a Santa Claus. Yes Man. Yesterday. Young Adult. Young Frankenstein. You're Next. Almost done. Zodiac. And Zola. Oh my gosh. So that is the entire Blu-ray wall outside of my bedroom door. If you ever wanted to know everything that I have, now that you do. So now that we're done with the outside of the bedroom, now we have to go inside of the bedroom. Next on the list for Blu-rays are my Never Seen It pile. So the top shelf, I actually just organized this, and they're all 4Ks and some boutique labels. So we're not doing the first shelf. That's going to be for a couple different videos. But I do have my little stack of my Paramount Presents and then all the other Never Seen It Blu-rays. So let's get into starting off with the Paramount Presents. So I do have Ordinary People, Vanilla Sky, Elizabethtown, The Golden Child, and also To Catch a Thief. So we'll put those off to the side. We'll put them right over here. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull everything out and cut, and then I'll show you what's on the bottom shelf. I think that's the easiest way to do things. So I am sitting down. All right. let's get into this. What has Susan not seen? Harlem Nights. We have Betty Davis, Another Man's Poison. That was a gift to me from Jasmine. As well as Jezebel, another Betty Davis title. French Exit, Michelle Pfeiffer. Away We Go. Got Ninja Turtles. The Last Starfighter. The Spirit. Tidal Wave. I picked this up at the Dollar Tree, I think. Random pickup. Boomerang. Deadpool 2. No, I have seen Deadpool and Deadpool 2, but it's been a while, so it's back in the never seen it. I gotta refresh my brain. Underwater, same with this one. I have seen it, but it's been a while. Marilyn Monroe title, Niagara. Got The Last Unicorn. Love that movie. Bus Stop with Marilyn. How to Marry a Millionaire. There's No Business Like Show Business. Blue Jasmine with Cate Blanchett. Eraser with Arnold. Unsane. Picked this one up at Big Lots. Dead Poets Society. Lost in Translation. I know, I'm sure a lot of you are like, Susan, you haven't seen Lost in Translation? What's wrong with you? Deadpool. The Lego Movie. And Savages. Moving on. Oh, if I can grab it. We have got Jackie Chan in The Foreigner. Blood Diamond with Leo. I actually forgot I picked up that movie. The Counselor. I did have Now You See Me 2 on Blu-ray, and I picked up the 4K, so now I can get rid of this one, I guess. I don't know. Gone with the Wind, obvious classic. Matrix Trilogy, still haven't watched it. As well as the Mummy Trilogy, have not watched that one either, obviously. I'm switching hands, I'm getting tired. Here is my Jason Statham 6-film collection. Wild Card, War, The Bank Job, Transporter 3, Crank, and Crank 2. Oh, I had Crank. Shit. Crank and Crank 2. Ladder 49. Lego Batman. Cry Freedom. That was a gift, I believe. End of Watch. Jake Gyllenhaal. Another gift, Moscow on the Hudson. Legend of Tarzan. Twins. We're the Millers. The Boss, Melissa McCarthy. Gangster Squad. It's kind of wrinkly. I don't know why. Gangster Squad. The Patriot, Mel Gibson. Finding Neverland. King of Comedy. The Kingdom. All the Money in the World. Mr. Right with Sam. This is where I fell in love with Sam Rockwell in this movie right here. His performance, I was like, you know what? He's not the best looking guy. He's kind of average, but I find him attractive. So Mr. Right, if you haven't seen it, I do recommend it. Sam Rockwell. There's Terminator Salvation. All right, here we go. Double pack of Shooter and Four Brothers. Double pack of Body of Lies and Three Kings. Southpaw on Blu-ray, but I do have a steelbook, so I could get rid of this one. I could if I wanted to. Got 13 Hours, John Krasinski. Ninochka? I don't know. I picked it up at the Dollar General. I still don't know how to say it. But it's got Greta Garbo, I guess. Unbroken. RoboCop. This is the remake, I believe. I don't know. I picked it up super cheap. I think it's garbage. I think. Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. picked up the Deer Hunter because it's award-winning. Here's a lot of my Kino Lorber I just ordered. So the Crucible. We got Silkwood. Haunted Honeymoon. Patient Zero I picked up at Big Lots, I believe. The Blue Iguana, another Sam Rockwell title. Pan, or Peter Pan. These are from Dollar Tree. Wild Card. I could get rid of this because this is in the Jason Statham 6-movie pack, so that could go. X-Men Origins Wolverine. Gran Torino. We've got Avatar. Lego Movie 2, the second part. I'm looking forward to watching this one. Play Misty for Me. Clint Eastwood's in that one. Despicable Me 2 was a gift. And then Coraline. I know I just picked up Coraline's Steelbook, but I'm keeping the slipcover because I like the slip. So that's a case of, yes, I have 2, but I'm keeping the slipcover. All right, here we go. Got Mad Love with Drew Barrymore. What is this? We're Once Warriors. This was a gift. That's why I'm not sure of the title. We're Once Warriors or Once Were Warriors. I don't know. Kindergarten Cop. Obviously, I've seen Kindergarten Cop, but it's been a while. That's why it's in there. The 5-movie collection for Jean-Claude Van Damme. So in here you have The Hardcore, Universal Soldier, The Return, Maximum Risk, Second Command, and Double Team. So that's cool. We've got Watcher, brand new pickup. Argo. Wild with Reese Witherspoon. Another triple, V for Vendetta, Watchmen, and Constantine. The Project, Dollar Tree. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I believe Destiny gave me that one. All right, another Arnold, Maggie, with like the zombie daughter. Why are these sticking together? Color Out of Space, Nicolas Cage. Oh my gosh, let me just pull all these out, make this quick. Oh my lord. Okay, here we go. We've got The Road, Joe, Jackie Chan's First Strike, Marley and Me. I've seen it, but it's been a while. Cloverfield, Ben in Black Trilogy, The Disaster Artist, 127 Hours, The Night Strangler, Neighbors 2, Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. In a 4-movie pack, we have Watchmen, Jonah Hex, History of Violence, and The Losers. I thought that was a good multi-pack. Okay. These ones are all slipcovers, so hold on. Let me make some room here, and I'll show you the slipcovers that I have. All right, I went ahead and pulled out all of the slipcovers, and yes, I am wearing kitty cat yellow socks, so don't judge me. We all have socks that are weird and strange, but they're comfortable. All right, starting off, Smokey and the Bandit 3-movie collection. We got Let Him Go, Lincoln, Steven Spielberg movie, Daniel Day-Lewis's Lincoln. I picked up Reminiscence when it was $2.99 at Best Buy. They just wanted to push this out of the store, and we all bought it. And I can pretty much probably guarantee we all still haven't watched it, because I haven't watched it yet either, obviously. Phantom Thread, another Daniel Day-Lewis. Survival of the Dead. Got this from Dollar Tree. I think when it was still $1, not $1.25. Nice lenticular slip. The Wishmaster collection, 4 films. Joe Bell, this was a gift. The Oceans trilogy. The Escape Plan trilogy. The Lethal Weapon collection, 4 movies. Are we sensing a theme here? Collections. Man in the Iron Mask. Shout Select. If Beale Street Could Talk. I still need to watch this. It's been so long I've had it. Inception. Monster Hunter. That was a gift. Gloria Bell. Here's my copy, my regular Blu-ray copy of Adaptation. Here, oh, that's Vinegar Syndrome. Let's not count that. That's boutique label. The Replacement Killers. Shadowlands with the VHS slip. Dementia 13. And Antebellum. All right, next pile. We've got Liam Neeson and The Marksman. Got The Life of Pi. A Most Violent Year. Gift as well. The White Queen, like the entire series of it, I guess, or the season 1, I don't know. Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Earth Girls Are Easy. I started watching this and I fell asleep, so I gotta get back into it. The Ginger Snaps trilogy from Tony. Tony, again, thank you so much for sending this my way. I'm looking forward to watching this. You got that for me for my birthday. Jay and Silent Bob reboot. We have the Suspiria remake, picked up at, oh my gosh, Bull Moose. There we go. Peninsula, the sequel to Train to Busan. Drag Me to Hell. Pet Sematary 2. Obsession. The Clove Hitch Killer. Here's a gift. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The complete series. Respect, true story of Aretha Franklin. There we go. Man on the Moon. There we go, with Jim Carrey. Belfast. Dreamland. The slipcover is like so beat up when it came in the mail. Sad about that. But I only paid, I think, $6.99 for it. I got it because Margot Robbie's in it. That's the only reason. Got Looking Glass with more Nicolas Cage. The Hate You Give. And my final title from the second shelf is Desperate Hours, MVD. Here is the last of the Never Seen It's from the very bottom shelf. Those are all DVDs, so we're not going to mind those. Quickly, we're going to try to go through these really fast. So we have Motel Hell, the Underworld Collection, the Die Hard Collection, the Predator 4 movie collection. I have seen the first one, but not the others. We got Brewster's Millions, Ride Along, Life, The Green Knight, Fright Night, Poltergeist, the Sharknado Complete Collection, J. Edgar. Picked this up because I was in biopic month, and then Leo on top of it. Gotta have more Leo. Love my Leo. All right, Ultimate Gangsters Collection. I believe Jasmine sent this over to me because I am going to do a mob movie month, and she knew that, and she sent this over, which I thought was really cool. Mob movies from the 30s and one from the 40s. So looking forward to that. My nice little Avatar box set Blu-ray that I picked up from Best Buy so I can get rid of that other Avatar that I showed you. And then the Stanley Kubrick collection on Blu-ray. Well, not entire collection, but some of his movies, Lolita, 2001, Clockwork Orange, Barry Lyndon, etc. So I can get into that sometime soon. All right. Cowboys and Aliens. We've got Boyhood. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Arrival. 4 movie packs, Sex and the City, 1 and 2, New Year's Eve and Valentine's Day. Very girls' night in material. Mechanic with my man. We got True Grit. Butterfly Effect 1 and 2. I didn't even know there was a second one. Big Trouble in Little China. Live and Die in LA. I believe this one is out of print, and I found it randomly at a Dollar General. I could be wrong that it's out of print, but I believe that's what I heard. So that was a cool find. The Magnificent Seven. 3 movie pack with Nicolas Cage. So we have Trespass with Nicole Kidman, Bad Lieutenant, and Stolen. Gotta have Sandra Bullock. Our Brand is Crisis. Excalibur. I think someone said this was a really good movie. We've got Logan Lucky. Any Given Sunday. Beverly Hills Cop 3 movie collection. I upgraded to 4K, so once I get the third movie, I can get rid of this one. Double feature About Last Night and St. Elmo's Fire. Win a Date with Tad Hamilton. Mission Impossible collection, 5 movies. Whoop. My Girl 2. He Said, She Said. Pick this up at Big Lots, Paradise Hills. Stallone and Get Carter. Will Smith and Hitch. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of this movie. I have seen it, but it's been ages, probably like 20 years. So I will watch it again, but I saw it the first time. I thought this was severely overrated. Like, what was the big... My pile just fell. What is the big deal about this movie? I don't understand. Like, it was like the biggest thing at the time. And I'm just like, okay, it's a random romance movie. Let's move on with our lives. I just don't understand what the big deal was about that film. Can anyone fill me in? Catwoman. Yes, I picked up Catwoman. Stupid. Okay. Selma. Mel Gibson, Edge of Darkness. Here's my Blu-ray copy of Mystery Men. It's got the 4K upgrade from Kino Lorber. Safe Men with Sam Rockwell. That's why I picked it up. The Ghost Rider collection. This was a gift. Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. Plus, it's Nicolas Cage, right? He plays the... Yeah, Nicolas Cage. He plays Ghost Rider. So, hello. Perfect. Deja Vu. Denzel. Life. Got some Pumpkinhead. More Nick. 8mm. Fender Bender. Eddie Murphy, 1,000 Words. 10 Cloverfield Lane. The Cloverfield Paradox. I picked up this random movie, Held, like 2 years ago, and I still haven't watched it. Rebel Without a Cause, kind of like Digibook that I picked up. Super cheap at the time. All right, what do we got here? Triple feature, Superman the movie, Superman 2, and Superman Returns. And I still haven't watched it. Young Guns. Every Day. Eyes of Laura Mars. Signs. Got Dead Again. Detroit Rocks. Oh, there's some plastic on there. Detroit Rock City. I think this is out of print too on Blu-ray. I could be wrong, but I thought I heard that. So that's a good find too. Sunset Boulevard. The Glenn Miller Story. That was a gift. The River Wild. The Proposal with more Sandy B and Ryan Reynolds. Got The Marrying Man. Bachelorette. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I was not the biggest fan of this movie when I first watched it. Same with Hitch. I thought it was really overrated, but I picked it up, I believe, at Big Lots to give it a second chance. Maybe I'll enjoy it later on in my life. I don't know, but at the time I was like, this movie like sucks. I didn't really like this movie, so we will see. I don't know, like with rom-coms like that, I'm not like the biggest fan, I gotta be honest. Okay. War Games. Here's my Blu-ray of War Games. Told you I had it. Guilt Trip. My Blu-rays are just falling. That's okay. Autopsy of Jane Doe. Chained. Amelia. Scent of a Woman. Lady Sings the Blues. John Carpenter's Elvis. Bonnie and Clyde. City Slickers. City Slickers 2. Million Ways to Die in the West. Why did I buy this? It has Charlize. That's the reason why I bought this. She's my favorite. Ride Along 2. Into the Wild. Invictus. Chattahoochee. I picked this up because Frances McDormand is in this movie. Plus, it sounds really interesting, so... The Spy Who Dumped Me. Russell Crowe and Unhinged. Yep, I got it. Donnie Brasco. Before and After. I'm looking forward to this one. For the month of March, I'm going to watch Meryl Streep movies for Academy Award season month because she's been the most nominated actress, I think. So I'm going to watch all Meryl Streep, and I'm really looking forward to watching this movie. Sounds good. Obsessed. Definitely maybe. We got Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Shacker. The Watcher. A Perfect Getaway. And Body Bags. More John Carpenter. Can't get enough. Okay. Scooching in. Scooching in. Okay. We have Solo. Talented Mr. Ripley. Hoosiers. Duplicity. Oh, I forgot I had that one. That was a gift. Oh, there's the score, so I can get rid of this one. There we go. That's the get rid of pile. Because I upgraded to 4K. Audrey, more than an icon. Yes, she was. Conan the Barbarian. We got Shrek the Third. Logan. Another Liam Neeson, Nonstop. Promised Land. Assault on Precinct 13. Life is not complete without Teen Witch. Trust me when I tell you, any collector that grew up in the 80s, you got to have Teen Witch. So there you go. That is a... I don't know where I got that from. I thought it was a Kino Lorber title. It's not. Okay. We got Tombstone. Hangman. Double pack of 13 Ghosts and House of Wax. Oh my God. Can I grab this? There we go. Crazy Heart. Jeff Bridges. He won his Oscar for that movie. The Artist. 7 Psychopaths. Why'd I get it? Who's that? That's Sam Rockwell. Sam Rockwell in this movie. Part of the reason... I'm serious. That's part of the reason why I picked it up. Australia. Zero Dark 30. Streetcar Named Desire. I was in that show in college. The Pursuit of Happiness. LA Confidential. American History X. Boondock Saints. The Maltese Falcon. Although I believe this was okayed. I keep saying okayed. It is getting a 4K upgrade. I believe that's what I heard. So that's getting an upgrade. Here is Superman 3. So I do have all the Superman movies. They're kind of all separated though, but I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I still haven't watched any of them. I mean, I do remember the Superman films growing up, but it's been so long since I've watched any of them. The Great Escape. The Good Life. Up in the Air with the Clooney. True Crime with the Eastwood. Allied with the Pitt. Bel Canto with the Moore. I could go on and on like this. Love at First Bite, double pack with Once Bitten. Falling Down, Michael Douglas. This is a great movie. Great movie. But again, it's been a while since I've seen it, so that's why it's a never seen it pile. The Life of David Gale. All right, listen. I know how we all feel about Kevin Spacey. He's like blacklisted in Hollywood now. But let me tell you, this movie, before we knew anything about him and his, escapades in his real life, this movie is so good. It's very underrated. It's got Kate Winslet. That's the main reason why I wanted it. It's a really great movie. So if you can put personal feelings aside about actors and just base them on their work, then please give this a chance. The Life of David Gale. You can get this off of Groove on a sale if you're curious about it. I believe that's where I picked it up. It's really good. It's really, really good. All right. We got Desperately Seeking Me, Susan. There we go. Desperately Seeking Susan. And the Skulls trilogy. Okay. Look at my movies. They're all like falling. All right. Last pile of the never seen it's over here anyway. All right. Brokeback Mountain. I have seen this one, but it's been a really long time. So it's back and never seen it. We got Labor Day. Love Simon. Wild at Heart. Nicolas Cage. Failure to launch. More Cage, gone in 60 seconds. Excess baggage. How many Nicolas Cage movies have I shown you in this pile? Like, it's crazy. Duel. Domestic Disturbance. Double pack, Friday Night Lights and The Express. We got Meet the Parents. Chef. Adventures in Babysitting. I need to have an 80s month part 2. There's just too many good movies from the 80s. Big. There's Little Fockers. Collateral Damage with Arnold. Tom Cruise, All the Right Moves. Slumdog Millionaire. Pride and Prejudice. Kate Winslet, Wonder Wheel. More Kate. Gotta have the Winslet. All right, Terminator Genesis and the Terminator Double Pack. Don't I have both of the? I know I have the original Terminator. Do I have Genesis already? Maybe I could get rid of this. I don't know. Purple Rain. Purple Rain. Prince, we miss you. God, we miss you. Taken 3. Hail Caesar. The Accountant. AVP. Alien versus Predator. Double pack. Double feature. Double pack. I don't know, whatever it is. And last but not least, Courage Under Fire. Ugh. And I'm not done yet. There are more Blu-rays to show you. Over on this side of the room, these are the Blu-rays that I'm currently watching for my Never Seen It month. So let's get started with Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. We've got The Jungle Book. National Treasure with my man Nick Cage. National Treasure 2. The Paper. Really enjoyed this one. This is one of the great ensemble movies. First time watching this and really enjoyed it. Absolute Power with Clint. Fruitvale Station. What a powerful movie this was. Excellent performance by Michael B. Jordan. We got Paramount Presents Harold and Maude. Red Rocket. This one really surprised me. I love this movie. I thought this was so well done. Simon Rex, perfect casting as the lead character. If you haven't seen Red Rocket, give it a chance. It is a little weird and odd, but if you can get beyond that and just be in the moment and watch the movie, it's great. It's really awesome. I recommend. Bullet to the Head with Sly Stallone. In Bruges, Colin Farrell, Brendan Gleeson. Really enjoyed that one. The Town That Dreaded Sundown. These were gifts to me. So we have Into the Blue. Bad Grandpa Unrated. We got Red. I actually already have this one in my collection, so I will be giving this one away. Plastic is still on it, so brand new. And The Bishop's Wife. This was a gift to me as well from Jasmine. All right, we got The Reef Stalked. Siberia with Willem Dafoe. I don't know. I'm going to give it a second chance. Kind of weird. Emily the Criminal. Nice slipcover. Dog with Channing Tatum. Beast with Idris. Where the Crawdads Sing. We've got Hellboy, the remake with David Harbour. Blind Spotting. Heard good things about this one. Can't wait to watch that. Stronger with Jake Gyllenhaal. Chappaquiddick. The Black Dahlia. Won't Back Down. Got Second Act with J-Lo. The Burning. I'm looking forward to watching this one. I've heard great things about it. Another Paramount Presents Breakdown with Kurt Russell. Sweet Home Alabama with Reese. We got Blow. Another Reese double pack, Legally Blonde 1 and 2. The Notebook. Oh, that's a 4K, so we'll put that one aside. The Yards Blu-ray. We've got Case 39 with Renee Zellweger. Anchorman 2. Robin Williams in Good Morning Vietnam. Looking forward to watching that one for the first time. And finally, we have Idle Hands. So those are all the Never Seen It Blu-rays I'm trying to work through. So now I'm going to show you the Blu-rays that I bought the entire month of December. Here's all my Blu-rays from the month of December. I do apologize for how many segments that this video is in, but when you haven't seen the majority of your Blu-ray collection, unfortunately, this is what happens. So here's every Blu-ray I either was gifted or I picked up in December. So we have Haunt, All Hallows Eve. We've got Terrifier, double pack of Clerks 2 and Zack and Miri. Another horror movie called Night School. Insomnia, I'm looking forward to watching that one. I've heard great things. Double pack of Practical Magic and The Witches of Eastwick. I picked up City of Angels, Inner Space, Better Watch Out. My dad gave me Megan Levy for Christmas. I thought that was super cute. The Silent Night, Deadly Night Collection 3, 4, and 5. Lionsgate sent this one over to me, American Murderer. Very nice slipcover on that. We've got Smile on Blu-ray. And yes, my second copy of Pearl with the gigantic X on the cover. That's why I needed this one. I had to get a second copy. Love that movie. Okay, so every title from this pile right here is from MVD when they were having a gigantic Black Friday sale. So we've got Vengeance with Nicolas Cage. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. We've got Drive. The Illusionist. Monday Morning. Bright Lights, Big City. At Close Range. The Fabulous Baker Boys. Canadian Bacon with John Candy. Autumn in New York with Richard Gere and Winona Ryder. Looking forward to that one. We got Gun Crazy. Mind Games. Love all these slipcovers. We've got Mikey. One Dark Night. And finally, Miami Blues. So that's every single Blu-ray from December's pickup. Now finally, you see those over there in the corner? Oh yeah, we got to get into those. In this last stretch of the entire Blu-ray collection that I own, I've had to take it to the floor because I've been so extremely fortunate to have so many giving and generous people, subscribers, fans, send me a ton of Blu-rays. The majority of these I did not buy. These are all gifts. So thank you so much for sending these my way. Truly do appreciate every single piece of physical media that I get. So let's start off with Two Muppety Adventures, Muppet Treasure Island, and The Great Muppet Caper. We've got Old Yeller, Kramer versus Kramer, Killer Elite. We've got The Kennedys. I believe this was a mini-series that was on TV, so this is a longer stretch of time, probably 8 hours or so. So that's going to take some time to watch that one. Winchester. You know I love my Helen Mirren. We've got The Turning. Paranorman Blu-ray. So I can actually get rid of this one because I upgraded to the Steelbook. So I'm actually going to just toss that one up there to put in the bye-bye pile. We got Goosebumps. The Hitchhiker. The Good Son. The Boogans, however you want to say this, I'm still not sure, but I will watch that whenever I get the time. The Thing from Another World. We've got Ravenous. Ghost of Mars. Gretel and Hansel. Oh, let's cover that one up. Ah! Possession. There we go. A Chorus Line. Resident, or The Resident. We have Homeboy with Mickey Rourke, Christopher Walken, Shout Select. The Boxer. Colors, Sean Penn, Robert Duvall. There's my Red movie, Red double pack with Red 2. I picked up The Wiz, Xanadu, and The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Next pile over here. Got Black Hat with Chris Hemsworth. Sputnik. Interesting. Nice slipcover on that. Star Trek Into Darkness. We've got Arthur. More Helen Mirren. Freebirds. Side Effects. Tokyo Godfathers. We have got Camelot. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, The Whistleblower, The Beaver, sounds interesting, Out of the Furnace, Unforgettable, oh, Ray Liotta, I gotta watch that, Premium Rush, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. We have The Complete Metropolis, Columbus Circle. Oh, my tower is starting to fall down. Okay. The Manchurian Candidate, Midnight Special, Pawn Sacrifice, just regular Star Trek. I'm assuming the first of the reboot, revamped Star Trek. Fury, Ghost Town, Radioland Murders, Clash of the Titans, Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium, that's a mouthful, and Batman Under the Red Hood. Okay. Third pile, here we go. Nicolas Cage. I cannot get enough of Nick Cage. Everyone knows this. Knowing. We've got The Kite Runner, Liz Taylor and Cleopatra, Nightmare Beach, looks pretty interesting. There's the other Tales from the Crypt title, Demon Knight. Picked up The Man Who Wasn't There, Alpha Dog, Safe House, Meet Joe Black. This was a gift, Thoroughly Modern Millie, when I was doing musicals. The Bandwagon. We've got Hairspray, Ziegfeld Follies, The Pirate with Judy Garland, Across the Universe, Gigi, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I've never seen any of the Apes movies, ever. None of them. Not even the original ones. None of them. Black Book, Batman Gotham by Gaslight. We have Wilson, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, G.I. Jane, Smart People. Ugh, they're stuck together. Robert De Niro and Ronin. Here is War of the Planet of the Apes. Nice slipcover. 10,000 BC. Dinosaur. And Batman Hush. Ugh, I've got to sit down for the next pile. Here we go. All right, here is the Barbra Streisand, the third interpretation of A Star is Born. Double pack, Reservation Road and Return to Paradise, both with Joaquin Phoenix. Fame! Someone's Watching Me. We got Last Vegas. The Squeeze, Michael Keaton. From Paris with Love. Battle, Los Angeles. We've got Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. No, not the Arrow version. This version, but I'll take anything. Anything at all. The Comeback Trail. In Dreams. The Brothers Grimm. The Frozen Ground with Nicolas Cage, of course. Submergence. Never even heard of that one. Assassination of a High School President with Bruce. Bruce Willis. The Bang Bang Club. We have The Imitation Game. Benedict Cumberbatch, Keira Knightley. Could be interesting. We've got Isle of Dogs. I'll See You in My Dreams. It looks like a very Mama Blu-ray kind of movie, I guess I'll say, for the older audience out there. There is The Illusionist. I forgot I had this copy and I ordered it, so that will be going. The Impossible. The Iron Giant. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Space Camp. Who remembers Space Camp? I loved Space Camp so much. Daylight. Gotta have Sly. and everything. Before I Fall, we got The Rock with Nicolas Cage. Two of my men, Sam Rockwell and Nicolas Cage, in Matchstick Men. The best. If Sly Stallone was in here too, that would be the trifecta. The ultimate movie if all three of them were in one film together. And finally, I picked up Willow as well. All right, let's scooch on over to pile number what? 5, 6? I think 5. Okay. We've got Mud. Nice slipcover. Superman Unbound. First Man. Stargate. We've got Super 8. I believe I have the steelbook of this, so this can actually go. Torn Curtain. Another Robin Hood, this time with Russell Crowe and Cate Blanchett. That's like heavy. This is like a, I don't know, a deluxe version or something like that. No Way Back. More Russell Crowe. Very early Russell. Look at how young he was. Oh my God. We've got The Promise. Cheap Thrills. Got some Bruce. Colin Farrell. Heart's War. The Thrill of It All. Henry Fonda, The Grapes of Wrath. The Misfits with Marilyn. Oh, we got Singin' in the Rain, but I do have the 4K, so this one can depart. We've got That Touch of Mink, Cary Grant, Doris Day. Harvey with James Stewart. How Green Was My Valley. Hitman, never heard of that one. This one either, Hope Springs, never heard of this one. Meryl, Tommy Lee Jones, could be interesting. We've got Sleepwalking. The Lincoln Lawyer with the McConaughey. We've got Oblivion. And finally, Source Code. And I actually forgot, oh, you know what? This one's going to stay. Normally I would get rid of it, but it's got a nice lenticular slip on it. So this is staying in the collection. I do have the 4K, but this one's being saved because of lenticular reasons. So that one's going to stay. So now I just got to get over to those piles over there. On the other side of the room, here are the 3 other piles and then just a few more, and I am done. I told you this was going to be a long video. Okay. We've got Lion. I still have not seen this one. Got to check that one out. The Post with Meryl, Tom Hanks. I am going to have a Meryl Streep month, probably during March, so I'm looking forward to watching a bunch of her movies that I haven't seen. The Mauritanian. We've got Bugsy Malone. One Last Dance. We've got the Swayze and his wife. Oh, that's cute. Watch that. We've got Allegiant. Is this lenticular? Kind of. A little bit of lenticular. The Unsinkable Molly Brown. The Way We Were. I believe this is coming to 4K. We are getting a 4K upgrade of this, so I should probably watch this before the 4K upgrade. I don't know if I will. Maybe I should watch some Barbra Streisand movies too. All right, we got Born Yesterday. Cold Mountain, Academy Award winner. I believe Renee did win her best supporting actress Oscar for this, so maybe during March, during Oscar awards season. We have got more Ray Liotta in Crazy on the Outside. All right. Oh, that doesn't sound good. All the King's Men. The Counterfeiters. I haven't heard of that movie. A Dangerous Method. Keira Knightley. Viggo Mortensen. Could be good. Could be good. Pocketful of Miracles. There we go. The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. We got Doom Annihilation. Who's in this? I don't even know. I'll read it later. We've got Epic. Downsizing. I didn't hear great things about that movie, gotta be honest. Rules Don't Apply. I Am Legend. Inglorious Bastards. Actually, I can probably get rid of this because I've got the 4K. So we'll just I threw that up in the air. The Italian Job. I do have the Divergent series. There we go. This one's awesome. I'm Still Here. This one was sent to me because everyone knows I love Joaquin. So I was thrilled when this came in the mail. Love that. And I Am 4. Okay. Next pile, we got Rain Man. This is also getting a 4K upgrade very, very soon. Very shortly. Pillow Talk. Rock Hudson, Doris Day. San Francisco? Just San Francisco, I guess. Clark Gable. We got Gaslight. Charles Boyer. Cool. Starman. John Carpenter. That's the reason why I picked it up. I remember this movie from the 80s, but I was never really into it at the time because I was super young, so I'm going to try it out being older and all. Exodus, Gods and Kings. I don't know. Disaster movie, maybe? I don't know. Dream House. A Patch of Blue. Sidney Poitier. Shelley Winters. We've got Mrs. Miniver. Eddie and the Cruisers double pack. Eddie and the Cruisers and part 2, Eddie Lives. Can't grab these. All right. The Invisible Woman. Ray Fiennes. Oh, Felicity Jones. Oh, cool. The Incredible Mr. Limpet. This was one of my dad's favorite movies. I remember when I was growing up, he used to watch this one. We've got Endless Love. Oh, more of my man Nick Cage. Lord of War. That's a mouthful. Outcast. More Nick Cage. Ah, there he is. Not Without My Daughter. My mom loves this movie. Based on a true story. Based on true events. Incredible. October Sky. A young Jake Gyllenhaal. Lilies of the Field. Sidney Poitier. More Nick. A Score to Settle. More Nick. Primal. How many Nicolas Cage movies are in the Never Seen It pile? It's crazy. The Man Who Knew Too Much. More Jimmy Stewart. North by Northwest. We've got, I believe, the original Father of the Bride. Spencer Tracy, Elizabeth Taylor. Oh, I want to watch that one because I enjoy the Steve Martin version. Madame Curie. The Ghost and Mr. Chicken. Only at Best Buy. Only at Best Buy with, oh, I'm blanking on his name. Don Knotts. There we go. And Pride and Prejudice, 25th Anniversary Edition from the BBC. From the BBC. Pretty cool. All right. Now, going into the last stack currently on the floor. We've got Woman in Gold, Helen Mirren, Ryan Reynolds. Interesting. The Monuments Men. Nice slipcover on that. Big Game with Samuel L. Jackson. I like that slipcover too. The Great Race. Judy Garland in The Harvey Girls. More Judy with Summer Stock. Operation Petticoat. Cary Grant. Mr. Blandings builds his dream house. We've got Another Stakeout, but I don't have the first one, so I got to get the first one because I got Another Stakeout. That's the sequel. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. More Jimmy Stewart. This one is called The Tenants. I don't know. Seems pretty interesting. Classic. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Spencer Tracy, Katharine Hepburn, Sidney Poitier. And obviously, To Sir with Love. My Name is Julia Ross. The China Syndrome. We got Dwayne Johnson in Hercules. Shane. W.E., a film by Madonna. I heard about this one. I don't know. Anything done in movies with Madonna, except for A League of Their Own, is questionable. I gotta be honest. It is questionable. River of No Return with Marilyn. Star Trek Beyond. We got Nim's Island. Far from the Madding Crowd. Better Living Through Chemistry with Sam Rockwell. There he is. There's my man, Sam Rockwell. Starship Troopers 3. I didn't even know that there was beyond the first movie. I had no clue. So obviously there's a part 2, and I have part 3, and I have part 1 Steelbook. So Fantastic Four. I heard this was a find. Someone sent this to me, and I'm definitely going to keep it. I'm never going to get rid of it because I have a feeling this is very rare. Very rare. I think people told me that. They commented. So Fantastic Four, Roger Corman's version, is in my Blu-ray collection. Sleuth, Michael Caine, Jude Law. And finally of this pile, we've got Leatherheads. All-star cast, John Krasinski, Renee Zellweger, and the Clooney. All right. All right, so those are all of my movies thus far. We're almost finished. We just got a couple more piles to go. Here is the last of it. And I want to thank all of you if you've watched till the very end of this video, because I know it's been extremely long. But this is the reason why I only do this once a year, because the Blu-rays are just so extensive. And this is why I've broken it up into different pieces. Okay, let's get this started and end this. We've got the Shark 4-film collection. More Nicolas Cage with Firebirds. More Sly with Oscar. 88 Minutes. Nosferatu. We've got Firestarter. More Nick Cage with Mom and Dad. Double Pack, Dawn of the Dead and Land of the Dead. Legends of the Fall. She's Having a Baby. Jerry Maguire. We've got The Change Up. Clay Pigeon. Such a random cast. That's part of the reason why I got it. You have Joaquin Phoenix, Janine Garofalo, and Vince Vaughn. Like, do you ever think you'd see those three acting in a movie together? I am curious. I am curious. All right, Return from Witch Mountain. Beauty and the Beast live action. We've got Cars 2. The First Cars. And Ralph Breaks the Internet. Moving over to Class of 1984. We've got The Thing prequel, I believe. Prequel, sequel, I don't know, reboot, whatever this one is, with who? Mary Elizabeth Winstead? Yep. She's in this. And Joel Edgerton. Oh, okay. I actually heard this one's pretty good. Cujo. Passengers. 2 Weeks Notice with the Bullock and the Grant. The Wizard. Shout Select. This one was gifted to me. Oh, that's Arrow. Let's put that aside. That's Boutique Label. An Affair to Remember. Titanic. Not James Cameron's Titanic. A different one. Ocean's 11 with the original, the Rat Pack. Double Pack, we have 3 Days of the Condor and All the President's Men. Double Pack with Robert Redford. Beaches. Oh, movies guaranteed to make you cry. Beaches. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. We got Captain Phillips. The Egg and I. Never heard of this one. Yours, Mine, and Ours. Gifted to me, as well as The Quiet Man. Here we go. The last stack. The last bunch of Blu-rays I have. Jim Carrey, A Christmas Carol. Bad Santa 2. We got Albert Finney Scrooge. The Man Who Invented Christmas. We've got White Christmas. This one is part of, I believe, the Omen franchise, The Final Conflict. The Lazarus Effect. The Third Man. The Wicker Man. Deep Rising. In the Mouth of Madness. The House of Seven Corpses. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Bridge of Spies with Tom Hanks. The Pelican Brief. And finally, Mac and Me. If you can see that. Mac and Me. There we go. This one was sent to me. I've never seen it. Can you believe it? I've never seen Mac and Me. All right. Whew. That's a lot of movies. So those are all of the Blu-rays, only the Blu-rays that I own in my collection. I told you this video was going to be very extensive, and I do want to say again, if you watch the entire thing, congratulations to you. I really give you kudos for sitting through a very long video. But over the next few weeks, I will be putting out my entire Steelbook collection, my entire 4K collection, and also my boutique labels. And in February, I will do an entire box set collection video, because breaking things up like that just makes my life so much easier. So I hope you enjoyed this video. There's a reason why I only do this once a year, as you could see, but it is my pleasure to show you what I have collected over the past couple of years. So let me know down below how many Blu-rays are in my collection, because to be honest, I did not count. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you next time.